going on, everyone? My name is Christian. My partner Abel is behind the scenes right now. Gracias. Thank you for tuning in to our first ever Keep Trucha episode. For all of you who follow us, this basically stems from our Trucha Thursday event that we do every single week. So you can follow us at La Frontera Supply, and that's where you can see more. But tonight we have our first ever guest, Pedro, and he was actually our first guest for Trucha Thursday. He's now our first guest for Keep Trucha. So Pedro, go ahead and give us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Pedro Garcia. My artist name is WrisperArte, and I've been doing this for all my life. But the style that I've been doing this for like 10 years. I'm deaf or hard hearing. Both of my parents from Mexico. I was born here. I'm the first generation, and just been wanting to do what I want to, living life pretty much. Whatever happens. I don't, I'm pretty much living my dream through my art. But now I'm focusing to just my school.
Okay.
I'm almost done. I'm on my last year. Just gotta wait for my transfer, and everything right now. Just it's about like. But now I'm at the current. But now where I'm at, it's just pretty much, staying in place for myself to actually, to get everything together and then go back as soon as I finish the school and everything's good, and then I'll go back to the art movement again.
And if you could pick, two inspirations or two influences of your biggest influence got you into the art world. Who would you pick, or it doesn't have to be a person, but just what would you pick for that?
To my biggest inspiration to my art has to be Mr. Cartoon.
Okay.
And Julie Mendoza. Mr. Cartoon, Mr. Cartoon has been my favorite since over 10 years. Ever since he's the very reason why I do the style now. He's a very because when I started doing the style that I did, I started out both the style that I do and mostly towards street art.
Okay.
And I tried so hard doing the letters, but as for the character, I always started out with clowns, and I started doing my own clowns because he did a bunch of clowns. Throughout that, I just started getting my style unlocked. I just keep pushing, and I kept drawing. My art piece, even though people liked it, I kept drawing and working what I had as back then. I didn't know any like sketchbook. I just worked on my notebook or anything. Basically working what I had.
Okay.
And then as for Julian Mendoza, he's one of the. For him, I really like him being humble, and the style he does is just like so he's very into his roots. He's very humble. And what he does now is just going to the Jubilee Hall and just having to speak about his art and what he does, and then staring out. And he's the very humblest guy I know.
Okay.
And these two I know Julie Mendoza's mom is from the city I live, and then for Mr. Cartoon, he lives in San Pedro. I live in Wilmington, California, and I just been going. I grew up here for all my life, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I follow Mr. Cartoon. Yeah, his work is insane, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually follow him. How long have you been involved in the art community?
I've been doing this style over 10 years, but when I started getting involved with because I don't want to my city is very small. It's very small. It's literally everybody knows each other basically. Yeah. There isn't that much. It's very small, but we have big hearts. And we're known as Heart of the Harbor, basically the heart of the harbor. And then pretty much I've been involved with the community for almost 3 years right now. The art community. I've been going to art shows. I've been communicating. I've been networking. As for school, it was always my backup, but the art scene is. I would always take buses and trains, and maybe if I'm lucky, get a ride over there. But man, I wanted to be involved, and ever since I started pushing myself, and I started getting noticed when I started with the original magazine. They're the new red generation of basically teen angels. So I'm involved with them. Yeah, I'm involved with them. Shout out to pretty much Richard West Coast. He's the founder, and he allowed I'm technically being involved on my whatever happens, but I'm very strongly supportive about that because that's because it's attached to teenagers. So, and I would like the stuff, and as soon as and it's really cool, man. And I met a lot of people, such as wonderful people that like around my age, older folks. I have much respect for my peers and what they do. And all my cousins. I was raised by my older cousins, so like they, for them to actually, and they're like one of my cousins, Jose Cisneros. He was like a graffiti artist before, and he also worked with I don't know. Everybody worked with pen, and I decided to keep going with the pen thing. And basically, I just worked with a hat, and everybody. As soon as the community, I started visiting to different cities, and everybody has their own they love their city the way I love my city. So that's why I love it, man.
Yeah,
new place.
It's funny you say that because I'm actually wearing a Teenagers shirt right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it, man. I'm wearing the original magazine. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually Abel before, and I was telling him about Teenagers. I thought they stopped operating.
Oh yeah,
that's what I thought, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I love their work too, just like you said, man. Just the style and everything. But as far as like your personal work and the pieces that you do, what is it like? What is it that you want people to feel, think, or just kind of like experience when they look at your work?
My goal, always my intention, this is the feedback because before I would just I have my own when I do an art piece, I have my own story to tell. But I always also like the hearing out their perspective on how they see my drawing, and I hear them out, man. Since I'm deaf for hard hearing, I took it upon myself to actually listen to everybody or what they say, and my art speaks for me, but I gotta take it for my I speak for my art as well. And and that's when it starts communicating. And when folks see my art, the main, it's either you should be whenever they see my art, and then they see it again. I wanted to always keep it this way. It's pretty much when they see my art again, they always see something new. They always see something something small or something that they didn't see before, taking their time. They don't allow it. That's what my main intention is for myself to be imaginative and putting the little details in there that people don't realize, little things that they don't see, either seeing the smallest picture or the biggest picture. I like taking advantage of every page of that thing, and it's amazing. That's what it's one thing to draw for me, but for me, for myself to stand out is to do something that no one else thought of. Or no one take upon, if I'm gonna do something that already people done, I want to do something crazy. If I'm gonna do a clown, I want to do something crazy. If I want to do something like this already done, I want to do something crazy, something that no one thought of, something give it a little twist. It's either going up and beyond. That's how you said it. You can't. For me, I can't stay in the same flat. I gotta take advantage of everything.
Yeah, you gotta keep.
Yeah,
and the way that you said that, as far as looking at your piece, because I actually have, I don't know if you can see, I got one of your pieces, one of my favorites that you did, which is Chicano Heat, and you look at it and there's so much going on in that piece. There's different things. If you look at it from a different, I guess, perspective, you see something new at different times, and so I like the way you said that. As far as I think one of our major goals for La Frontera and for Keep Trucha is to try and provide youth as far as people that are coming up that are the next generation. And so for someone who's new like that's very young, that's getting into the creative world, wanting to become an artist, what advice would you give to them?
I mean, I'm actually an art teacher myself.
Okay.
So what I have to say, especially in that right now, they seem to, because we live in a digital world where we're relying on our computer now. Back then it was just we didn't have that much. They have so much opportunity now. They can take either they become photographers or either they draw on the either Photoshop or anything like. But not many takes it like hands on.
Right.
My advice to those because the style that I do is basically the word I'm looking for is just gratitude, being thankful for what I have and working what you have, basically making something out of nothing. Basically, yeah. And like for that, for those folks, like to respect your peers and actually, those because I allow my intention is to keep the culture going, and for the youth, it's actually when someone that's already up and beyond, like already on top, to actually absorb what they say and what they do. And I've seen young folks that kind of just like nothing's done overnight. It's always practice. Is whether you take it or leave it, and pretty much that. And then it's up to you. It's up to them. It's for those who like willing to be an artist, willing to be anything they want to be. It's whether you take the opportunity or not. Like it's all paid. So it's pretty much practice makes perfect, man. Like it's okay to make mistakes, and that's the thing. Like now we're afraid to make mistakes, and that's the thing that is going on. Like they're afraid to make mistakes. They realize thinking like, oh, right away, just like I'm not a good artist because. And the one thing a quote that I made is whether it's a good start or a bad start, it's still a start. Not everyone's it's gonna be. That's why I'm trying to represent like perseverance. Yeah, and perseverance for myself is just like yo man, like you can't compare yourself to anybody else. Right. You yourself, you do what you do. You're placed there for a reason. That means you work hard as training. Like I quick upon myself, like, hey, I wasn't given to all this stuff. Like I wasn't given like coloring pencils. Like when I did, I only had like crayons. I just worked with I had. I either had a pen or a pencil. I didn't know anything much. Yeah. And yeah. So I mean, for that, it's all creating every time as you can, and nobody's. You shouldn't. Whatever you create is whatever it's always going to be a process. Yeah. And that's how it is. A part of your process. And as you develop that process, you're going to as you keep going, before you realize it, you're going to be growing so much. And that's the advice that I give for the youth. That's pretty much.
Yeah. Trust the process. Yeah. No, I love that, man. I appreciate your time. If you can give, let people know where they can follow you, and what's the best platform that they can follow you on?
The best, pretty much they can reach out to me is for sure Instagram is WrisperArte with WrisperArte, and that or either Gmail if anything, Garcia Pedro 34 gmail.com. Yeah, pretty much is that. But yeah, that's pretty much all my work right there.
Okay, man. Hey, I want to say thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time, and thank you for watching, listening. But thank you, man. We'll be in touch. Sure.
Yeah, right on, man. Thank you for allowing me to have this opportunity, man. I really appreciate it. It means a lot, and thank you for being supportive of my art. It means a lot, man, from the heart and soul, man. Appreciate it.
Once again, want to say thank you to Pedro. For everyone who followed along with us, thank you guys. You can follow Pedro at WrisperArte. That's at WrisperArte. So follow him. Check out all the stuff he's got going on. Also, if you guys want to check out our brand, you can go to at La Frontera Supply, and right there you can find all our gear, ropa, everything that you want to look into more information on what we have going on. And then also right now we have a 15% off discount right now. Just go ahead and use the promo code DDLM18 at checkout, and you'll get 15% off. And if you guys liked what Pedro had to say, go ahead and just drop us a comment, give us a like, share, support, because again, our whole mantra, what we got going on is Unidos Crecemos, which is united we grow. So please, do what you can to support us, and we'll do what we can to support you.